Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're back on the 2-star army account, that free-to-play account that I'm only using 2-star monsters with to get to farming Wrath 10. And this week I finally did it. I managed to auto Wrath 10. I'm going to play it in the bottom screen, some of the runs, while I talk about my monsters and where they're at and their glyphs and stats and all that sort of thing. So this is my Earth Basilisk. I finally got his second skill maxed out, so it's a 2-turn stun on a 2-turn cooldown. It works exactly how I thought it would. Sometimes he doesn't use it first turn, but once he gets it landed on that wind knoll on the boss stage, it's pretty much 100% uptime unless it gets resisted, which I haven't really had too much happen. He's on a lifesteal set just because I had these good purple ones for the bottom 2 slots, but the other set's precision just to get his accuracy up there, landing the stun, landing the poisons. He's on speed, flat defense, and double flat HP. So ideally, I'd like to get all my yellow and purple glyphs on all my monsters up to plus 13. As you can see in the top right hand side, I'm a bit broke on crystals at the moment, so I need to farm more, get more crystals, and then upgrade them. I have a trouble with him sometimes dying on the boss stage. Not too often, but it's between him and the Stalker. I'll jump to the Stalker now. Not amazing glyphs on him either. Ideally, I'd much rather have the Unicorn here. The Unicorn would make it so much safer just because I could cleanse the 1 or 2 times throughout the fight that the Wind Knoll gets that armor break on me. I could just cleanse it and not worry about it. The Unicorn's tankier base stats, just easy to glyph. Just a better unit at this stage of the game. So I haven't pulled it yet, so I've got him, but his defense is a bit low, HP is a bit low for where I'd want it to be, but he does the job most of the time. But like I said, it's between him and the Basilisk. Sometimes these two die, but he's on currently speed for the top 2 glyphs, defense for the middle 2, and then I've got him on 1 HP and then a defense percent here just because it's what I had, and his defense is a bit low. And that's pretty much where he's at. He's not a greatly glyphed a monster at the moment, but he's doing the job. The next one I'll go to is the Nymph. Now, the Nymph's something interesting I've found on this account that I didn't find on my other account, because on the other account I had the damage skill up for the first skill. This Nymph seems to want to prioritize this attack for some reason, the auto attack. I can have teammates at 30% health, and she'll just want to use this auto attack even though her heal is off cooldown. I don't know whether that's sort of some weird AI thing, but that's just what's happening. I didn't notice it on my main account, but she's still very decent. I have been putting skill ups into her, and I've been unlucky, so I maxed out the first skill, maxed out the third skill, and I've still only got the 1 into the heal. So if I can get another 2 skill ups into her, that'll help the runs a lot too. Just giving that extra burst heal, so those 2 ticks will pretty much top my whole team. So that's the next step. That's the next thing I'm going to be skilling up. There's just those last 2 skill ups. She's on an Endure set. Like I said in my last video, I got them all from the shop, so that was just lucky. So she's on speed, defense, and HP percent. She's just got that high base HP, very low base defense, so that's the reason for that. She's pretty solid. I've got her glyphs pretty well done. I wouldn't mind changing it to an appeasement set. I've got a set ready, but like I said, I just don't have the crystals to do it, so she'll just stay on this vitality for now. The next unit I'll go into is the Waterbird. Now the Waterbird, once again, needs the glyphs upgraded to that 13 sort of stage, but fantastic unit. I've only got the 1 skill up into the second skill. If I had abundance of skill ups, I'd max skill it, because you get a cooldown reduction on the second and a cooldown reduction on the third skill, which are very handy skills to have upgraded. But the bird is on very similar to everyone else, is on speed, but because of its base stats, I've got it on flat HP for the middle 2, and then defense percent for the bottom 2. Bird is fantastic. I was lucky enough to get that first attack that heals itself by 10%. That's very helpful. The stats aren't amazing yet because I haven't powered up these glyphs, but with that self-heal for the extra sustain, I never have any issues with the bird. And the speed's pretty decent for this stage of the game, so I'm really happy with that speed to keep getting those support abilities up. So just another great unit. And then I've got my Wind Golem. His glyphs definitely need powering up as well, but he's so tanky as a base. I'd ideally like to get him on double haste, just so he's getting that defense buff up more often, but I don't have the glyphs yet, so he's just still on that 1 vitality set, and he's tanky, so I've never had any issues with him. So he'll probably be the last one that I power up the glyphs with, just because he doesn't really need it. I might upgrade that speed one, but that's about it. So he's on the speed, double HP percent, a defense percent, and another HP percent, just because I didn't have a defense percent for that bottom slot. Ideally it'd be defense, because his HP is really high already and his defense is lacking a bit, but like I said, he's so tanky, he doesn't have any issues. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the character skill. I've been messing around with all of these skills, and I've tried them all. The Materia seems to be the safest one, but the runs are really slow because you don't have that chance to increase the speed of your runs. The Chimera has the armor break and the attack buff, and the Anima has the poison mail. And so those two things on those two can speed up the runs a bit, whereas Materia is safe because you're getting that extra attack break, extra defense buff, the immunity buff, but the runs are really slow. I think I had one where I passed, but I think it was about a 15-minute boss fight alone, whereas these two normally get me into that sort of 7-minute boss fights. They are long runs, I know, but the thing to remember is I am still using very average glyphs, only 1 5-star, so it's not... I know people get annoyed about the long runs, but considering I've only been playing a month and I don't have great stuff on them, they're not 5-star, I'm happy just to let it play through. It is a bit annoying on this because I'm only just hitting that stage of doing 10. I'm only at about a 60 to 80% success rate, but I've got the luxury of my other account, so I just play that, and then this runs in the background. If it fails, I just rerun it. And I've managed to get a few good glyphs already. So what I'm aiming to do is obviously that upgrade the rest of my glyphs, still cross my fingers for a Wind Unicorn. I'm sort of saving the seals on it now because I'm getting to that point where I'll give the account away, so I'd rather let the person who gets it decide what they want to do with the seals. So that's about it for this video. The account's going real well. We finally did it. I finally got the auto level 10 going, so I'll keep progressing this account a bit more over the next week or two, and then I'll probably put a video out just showing you where I'm at, how efficient I've managed to get the Wrath 10 runs going. And then it'll just be the raffle video where I'll have details about how you can apply to win the account. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.